we're going to do a quick walk through the garden. Want to come? Let's go. So today the big project was weeding. Zoom this out here. I did a bunch of weeding in this whole section, including right behind these posts there to about there, and I weeded for size reference from here to here. The ends of these garden beds is 3 feet. So 3, 6, about 10, 12 feet from here all the way to where I stopped over there. About 12 feet distance and about 5 feet across. There to there. We did all that section, which was a thick mess. And then I dug a couple of big holes and I planted these 2 kiwi vines. Grandma bought these for our garden, which was super nice, but you gotta get them planted before they decide to die on us. So hopefully they decide they like it and they get enough water and they just grow like crazy over this end of the greenhouse. Figure if we decide to put plastic on the greenhouse again, we still have the whole rest of it to do plastic on. And this will be a cool way to use it in the meantime. Just use it as a trellis. We also ended up harvesting all of our lettuce, and I planted a new row, and it's already a little bit sprouting. Just really. Over there, we've added, we still have some chard here. We have a potato plant that apparently didn't get harvested last year, so that's coming up. And we'll get some potatoes from that. And Grandma gifted us a tomato plant, so I added that. Of all the green onions I planted, I have 1, 2 that actually came up. So if anyone has any secrets for getting the green onions to sprout, let me know in the comments, please. We did the 3 barrels so far. I only have stuff actually coming up in one of them that is stuff that I actually planted. So we'll see how that goes. For here, we still have some carrots coming up. We have the Brussels sprouts went to seed. And these are some of the pods on it. It's cool. Celery's looking good. I'll come around to this side so you guys can see. Looking beautiful. And then over here, this is what we call the cursed bed. We have planted seed in this bed the last 3 years and nothing grew. This year we did manage to get the parsley in the middle to grow from seed, but nothing else. So my mom gifted us some poblano peppers. Poblano pepper plants. And Grandma gifted us some pickling cucumber plants to go on the trail. So that's now growing stuff, and so far things are surviving and doing all right. Yeah, that cucumber plant looks like that when I planted it, so that's not new damage to it. It's actually looking pretty good. Our lemon balm is humongous. I really need to cut it down because it's looking very tall and thin at this point. Need to cut it down so it'll spread out more. We do have little patches of creeping red thyme, and it's doing quite good. So the plan is to weed the walkways really good and just let this stuff take over. But of course that's going to take time. We've got 2 bins with mints. Our first sunflowers have started to bud. Got lots of corn stalks looking good. This bed is a mess. Got strawberries along the edges. They got attacked by goats because a certain little person didn't lock the back gate properly. But yeah, and then got things I need to just pull out because they're just weeds. I was letting them grow because I wasn't sure if they were just weeds or if they were something I had actually planted. But no, they're just weeds, so I gotta pull those out. Our garlic's still looking good in there though. It's buried under all the busyness. Over here we have some Marketmore cucumbers growing. We actually have 2 plants in here. Excited for that. And we've got parsnips and chives and our rhubarb, of course. We've harvested from this thing like 3 times already this year. It's crazy huge. Very happy. And you may remember the teeny tiny little squash plant I added to this bed. Not so tiny anymore. I mean, yeah. The leaves are like more than twice the size of my hand. And it's looking really good, and it is flowering underneath. It's really cool. It's like a little jungle under there. And here's another donated tomato plant. I believe this one's Aroma. And of course our horseradish is humongous. And the goats love the leaves. The goats love the leaves. It's really good. It's actually really good as a parasite cleanse dewormer for them, which is great. And then we use the roots once we're ready to harvest it all. And our potatoes are looking good, just about ready to harvest. Just waiting for the vines to fully die down. And then we'll be able to just dig it all up and see what's underneath. The kids love helping Daddy dig out the potatoes. That's the thing they do together every year, is hunt for potatoes. It's like digging for treasure. It's awesome. Over here we have marigolds all along the silt fencing. This is fennel, scabiosa. I have a little flower there that I don't remember exactly which one. I think I did the hollyhocks right here. There's like 3 of them. They're very tiny right now, but hopefully they make it. I just added them. They were a gift from my mom. And then I've got chives and thyme, rosemary in the pot, more marigolds along the fence, a pea plant. Yeah, it got attacked by the goats too. More chives and thyme and chamomile. And yeah, I trimmed down the oregano and it's looking good. It's gonna have a whole bunch of new growth coming up pretty soon. I know it. Yep, I was right. See, there's already new growth coming right in there. It's gonna be amazing. And more marigolds and chives and more thyme. And our sage. Apparently the goats like the sage. Not cool. My poor sage plant. It's so beautiful though. It'll fill out. It'll be fine. It just needs to actually be left alone for a little bit. And more marigolds along the fence. Scabiosa. I love the scabiosa. It's so pretty. And more chives and thyme and marigolds. And thyme that will hopefully live. And lavandula. It's very pretty. Beautiful. And more marigolds. And then we've got our comfrey that we're working on trimming down because it's got a bunch of new leaves coming up. But it looks kind of messy because it did go to flower and go to seed and all that. So now it's getting ready to start the next cycle, but the stems from the flowers are still there. So we're working on cleaning that up. And we've got flowers coming in all along there, and we've been weeding just all back here, pulling up all the thistles. Thistles are of the devil. I don't mind saying that at all. It's a pretty big area. Like, it doesn't look huge on my camera, but on my phone camera, but it's actually a good sized plot back here that we've been working on. This whole area was just covered, just like this. That's all thistles right there, and they were just thick all in here. So yeah, we worked on that for Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and then today I did the stuff over by the kiwi trees, vines, whatever. Okay, so yeah, that's the current state of the garden. Oh yeah, and I'll show you these guys. These are comfrey. These guys actually got cleaned up a bit. So this is more like what the big ones will look like once they get cleaned up. But yeah, so making progress, doing good, and our fig tree is looking great. Let's check out the fig tree real quick, and then we'll turn this off. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, just all right there, 5 coming up actually. That's awesome. Yeah, we have several other branches I can see that have just a whole bunch of little figs coming up. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And this is the year we actually get to harvest. Fun fact, did you know that in the Bible it talks about when you're supposed to collect the fruit from your young fig trees? And not just young fig trees, but your fruit trees, period. It actually says that when you come into the land that the Lord thy God gives you, and you plant your trees, your orchards, you're supposed to wait so many years before you actually pick the fruit. And I believe it's the 4th year of that tree's life, after you planted it, that you harvest the fruit and you donate it to the poor or to the Levites, who are basically like, think of them like the pastors. Okay, they're the missionaries. They're the ones doing God's work, and you're supporting them with your tithe. And you would basically just tithe all of your first year's harvest of your fruit trees on the 4th year of your tree's life. And then on the 5th year, you get to actually harvest the fruit for yourself, and then you just donate 10% of the increase to the poor, to the needy, to the people that would be blessed by it. And you can even donate it to ministries and stuff. Like food banks, there's lots of food banks that would love that kind of stuff. But yeah, so it's really cool. I believe our fig tree is now 6 years old. The 4th year was 2 years ago. And we got a few figs from it, and they were amazing. But it was only a few, so it was hardly worth doing anything with it. So the Bible does say if you're not able to donate it to a Levite on the 4th year, just let it fall to the ground. Do not harvest from it. Just leave it and let it be. And so we did that. And then last year was really brutal with the heat. This year I pruned it up really good so it could be more productive, and apparently it works. Because now instead of 1 or 2 figs per branch, we've got like 4 and 5 figs on a single branch. That's awesome. So I've been telling my kids all year this year that we've been working on our garden. We're putting the work in now. We're doing the planning, but God is going to give the increase. We're following his instructions in how we do things here, and he is going to bless our efforts because we're doing it the best that we can, putting in our best effort, and keeping his instructions in mind as we do it. I hope this has blessed you, and please interact with us on the comments. I'd love to chat with you.